Continue to Parak Hey, the 5th chapter, and we're going to discuss the things that take away from a person's ability to be zahir, to be vigilant, to guard himself, and to judge himself. What are things that we have to avoid that take us away from the ability to judge ourselves and to become better people? So he says, number one, that stands on the top, is Bihiyot Adam Tarud Benyane Olamo. This is that a person is preoccupied with the world's affairs in this physical world. Like we said before, that Paro, he enslaved the Jewish people and he made them work so hard so that way they have no ability to go and focus on service of Hashem. When a person is so busy, he has no time for Torah learning, it's very easy for him to start stooping and start going downwards in his service of Hashem. As we will see soon, Rashi in Sefer Vayikra says that all of a person's downfall in life stems from this, that he does not dedicate time to learn Torah. For example, he says, a person doesn't learn enough Torah, what happens? So he has lack of knowledge how to perform the mitzvot. And then once he has lack of knowledge how to perform the mitzvot, he's lax, and he's not doing the mitzvot properly, or he's not doing the mitzvot at all. So then what happens? Then this whole attitude towards mitzvot is not exciting, and rather he looks at it as disdain, he doesn't understand it, he doesn't fully appreciate it, he doesn't even do it right. So therefore his attitude towards mitzvot in general starts changing. Then his attitude towards Torah scholars, towards rabbis, towards institutions, towards Torah as a whole starts also declining, starts also changing. And now he has the wrong attitude towards those people. And then what happens? Eventually that leads him to do less and less of mitzvot, right? A person can get to the point where, I just give tzedakah, rabbi, that's all I do. I just keep Shabbat, but that's it, that's all I do. So he started, because of the lack of Torah learning, a decline, he started declining all the way to got to that point, to where actually what happens is if he continues, he can actually come to the point where he denies HaKadosh Baruch Hu and denies Hashem's existence. And he goes and he says, I'm atheist, I'm nothing, I don't believe anything, there's no Olam Haba, who went there and came back and told us it's true, we came from monkeys, all this kind of stuff, where a person can get to the point where he understands and believes these kind of things, all because he didn't study Torah in the beginning, didn't dedicate time to Torah study. So it's a slow rotting of the soul, it's a slow decline of the neshama, and therefore a person has to make sure that if he wants the other way, he wants to go up, he has to go and dedicate time to learn Torah, because the Gemara Masechet Kiddushin tells us that no one can cure himself from the disease of the Yetzer Hara without getting the antidote. What's the antidote? Torah. So imagine, the Mesilat Yesharim says, if you imagine you have a doctor, right, and he tells you, listen, we have antidote for this disease, we found it, this is the cure, works 100% of the time, there's no way, other way for you to heal yourself. You tell him, no, listen, it's okay, I don't want it, I'll heal myself a different way, don't worry about it. And what? Well, people that people told them, go to the doctor. If you're bleeding, when guys from bleeding from places not supposed to be bleeding, and what happens? Oh, it's okay, don't worry about it, I don't like doctors, I don't want to go to the doctor, it's fine, I'll be okay, I'll be fine. What happens? After many, many months, after years, suddenly, tragically, the guy passes away from colon cancer. All of a sudden, why? Because he didn't take care about it. Because he didn't make an effort to go get the antidote. He said, "Don't worry, I'll figure it a different way. I'll be fine." That's what can happen to a person's neshama if he doesn't learn Torah. He says, "No, it's okay. I'll beat the Yetzer Hara a different way. I'll figure it out a different way. Nothing's wrong with me. Everything's okay." While slowly, he's deteriorating to a point where what? There'll be a test and he'll fall. Why? Because the Yetzer Hara overcame him. He wasn't able to get the antidote, which was the Torah. So therefore, Hashem tells us there's only one way. So we have to make sure to capitalize on that and listen to the doctor, listen to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, who tells us the only way to beat the Yetzer Hara is through learning Torah. So therefore, the Gam Avinu also tells us that in spirituality, in Avodat Hashem, it's like an escalator going downwards. If you're not pushing yourself to go up and you're stagnant, you're slowly going to go down slowly, whether you like it or not. So therefore, a person has to make sure to go out of his way to pump himself with high amounts of dosages of Torah, daily dose of Torah, and that's why it's a mitzvah that Shulchan Aruch tells us that a person is not allowed to leave Bet Knesset without learning Torah right afterwards. You have to go mehayil hayil, and also in the evenings, Shulchan Aruch writes that a person has to dedicate time to learn Torah. You have to remember the Gemara Masechet Shabbat Lamed Gimel doesn't ask us, did we learn Torah? They're going to ask us in Shamayim, did you set aside time to learn Torah in the morning, in the evening? So therefore, we should also dedicate time to learn Torah and be able to beat the Yetzer Hara